Hey, my name is GenuisMe. I'm 23. I make videos about mental health, and my topic is depression. I am not a professional. However, I deal with depression daily, and I chose to make it my purpose to spread awareness and encouragement to those dealing with it as well. This will be my first time speaking on the death of someone. Stephen? Forgive me if I pronounce anything wrong. Stephen, nickname Twitch Boss. The DJ for the Ellen Show. Cause of death? Suicide. According to the LA County Medical Examiner, he was 40. Leaves you with this question: what could he have been going through? People spoke about his character as Holker Boss said in a statement, Stephen lit up every room he stepped into. He valued family, friends, and community. Above all else, and leading with love and light was everything to him. He was the backbone of our family, the best husband and father, and inspiration to his fans. Ellen tweeted, I'm heartbroken. Twitch was pure love and light. He was my family, and I loved him with all my heart. I will miss him. Please send your love and support to Allison and his beautiful children. Paramedics got a call for a medical emergency at a LA hotel, and they found Stephen there, dead from a apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was pronounced dead at the scene. What could he have been going through? Page6.com stated the So You Think You Can Dance did not go into detail about the difficulties he was dealing with, but shared how fatherhood added another level of pressure. I'm 35 years old. I am a father of two. I'm a husband. So it's just like I have so many lives other than my own that I have to take account for in my choices, my actions, and all of that. He said at the time, sometimes I'm faced to make a choice that is the best possible choice I can make at that given moment. Now, will it be the perfect choice? No. Will it cause me to fall? Maybe. And if so, you've got to get back up really quick and pick up the lesson of whatever that is and keep moving, because that's kind of what life does. He stated, fatherhood added pressure. When dealing with depression, responsibilities do feel like more weight. On my worst days when I can barely feed or clean myself, I have to make sure that I show up for my dog to feed it or walk it, no matter how I feel. He could have been trying to be strong for his family, friends, and fans for so many years. The pro dancer also told Aubrey Marcus in an interview that he had fallen in love with the idea that the bounce back doesn't have to be romantic after a hard time. Your bounce back from a perceived failure or whatever, something that didn't work out for you, your bounce back immediately doesn't have to be this Hollywood story, Boss said. It doesn't have to be like something that you tell your friends that at the end of it, your friends are going to go, wow, because that's another little ego trick I just recently found. He even said that he fell in love with the idea of not romanticizing what you're going through, meaning he didn't really want to share it with his friends every time he felt bad, or share it with other people just to get that boost of ego, just to get that feeling like, oh wow, you're so strong. He didn't want that. Like you're writing the intro of a book, Marcus then responded, to which Boss eerily replied with a laugh, I had a gun in my hand. And meanwhile, it's like some trivial I was looking at myself when I've talked about this. This is something I've for sure done. The Real Dirty Dancing host continued, it's super romantic. It was hard, but I found my way out. I feel like because that's kind of the natural cycle of life, then if you just trust the process and kind of allow it, then those highlight reels will come. Boss also spoke about how his art helped him deal with stressors, noting, when you feel good, you dance. No matter what, life is going to move forward, he added. I believe he was suffering in silence. I truly don't know, but I assume by him working in the entertainment industry, you have to show up with your game face, meaning the best attitude has to be present at all times. Work in general, as people, we have to show up ready. In many ways, jobs try to say that they're for your mental health, but if you can't do your work because of it, they can find someone that can replace you. That's the reality. Even when I'm filming, I present myself in a way that is presentable. Once the camera stops rolling, life continues. I could be dealing with hard times after making the most positive video I've ever made. Depression is a mood disorder that causes persistent feelings of sadness and loss of interest. Personally, depression always feels new. You don't get a tolerance for going through it so many times, or being depressed for so long. Things just seem to get worse. That's why we must equip the knowledge of how to cope with depression to move ourselves forward or someone else. Twitch probably felt like he had no one to speak to because he's a man, and we always have to be seen put together. A man isn't glorified for his weakness, but for what he can provide and do. 3 things Twitch could have done. Went to therapy, where he could have expressed what he was dealing with, and a better outlook of what he was going through and how to deal with it. Spoke to doctors about trying medication. Not saying his first meds prescribed would have worked for him, but I do believe that if he was on the path to taking medicine, he would have eventually found what worked for him. Put himself in a psych ward where he would have been safe from harming himself at such a low time. They have programs in a psych ward that teach you how to cope with your mental health problems. He would have went in who he was, but he would have left out completely different. I have a saying, never make a permanent decision based off a temporary feeling. You may feel that in your battle you don't see victory, but someone else can see how things are going greatly for you. I hope you find the confidence to speak to someone that can help you.